starting lineup for Central Park. Number 5 is Jalen Smith. Number 15, Dimitri Ruby. Number 24, Jaden Shaw. Number 25, Jonathan Baruti. Number 34, Siku Dembele. And now let's get the starting lineup for Southwest Christian Academy. Number 12, Ted Simpson. Number 13, Shakur Daniel. Number 22, Javier Price. Number 32, Simone Kogan. And number 33, Nicola Jatori. Ladies and gentlemen, a wallet has been turned into our administration here at the national tournament. If you've lost a wallet, you can describe.
Welcome into our last game of the night, another Division I semifinal between Southwest Christian and Central Park Christian. Central Park in the black uniforms going left to right out of Birmingham, Alabama. They will start Jalen Smith, Dimitri Runye, Jaden Stone, Jonathan Baruti, and Sekou Dembele. Southwest Christian in those white uniforms going right to left. Their starting lineup will be Shakur Daniel, Gabul Price, Tim Caesar, Simon Jovic, and Nikola Jerotic. As we get set for opening tip, winner of this game to face Hamiltonites. It'll be tomorrow night for the Division I championship. And here we go. Alan Smith to the front court. Gives it off for Dembele. Out to Runye, who lost it. Now back near side. Southwest out, man-to-man defense here early. Trying to work left side. Little give and go down the lane, and the layup by Jonathan Baruti. 2-0 the lead here for Central Park. Now Southwest will swing it on the baseline. That shot blocked there, and then a reach-in foul on Shakur Daniel. That'll be his first and team first. It comes to the high post for Dembele. Trying to work there, spins into the lane, fires the left hand. That won't go. Rebound hit out of bounds, and it will be Southwest basketball. Swinging up the near side. Now out front to Daniel. On the wing to Jerotic. Pass goes on the baseline, and that blocked out of the hands of Jovic and out of bounds. Pass comes in along the baseline. 3-ball there. Off the mark by Price. Rebound put back up. No. And still going. And now Central Park with the board. Jalen Smith into the front court now against Southwest. Stays man-to-man. Pass goes in the middle for Dembele. Now out front to Baruti. This is Smith backing it way out and restarting the offense. That pass deflected, almost stolen. Picked up at the free throw line. Layup, no, but we got a whistle and a foul. Simon Jovic with his first. And that will be team second on Southwest. As Jonathan Baruti to the free throw line. First one is good. So 4-0 is the lead for Central Park. Good pass into the front court and the layup underneath by Simon Yowick. Off it comes on the near side for Stone. Back out front to Smith. Gets a screen, trying to work right side, stolen away. Out on the run, Tim Caesar with a two-handed flush. Tied at 4, under 6 minutes to go. Stone back out front again for Smith. Trying to work right side, pull-up jumper, that's way off the mark. Shakur Daniel tracks down the board. Daniel into the front court. Up the right side, looking in the post. Now swings it left side for Price. Ran out of room there. Little 12-footer in the lane is off the mark by Jerotich. And Central Park back up with it. Right side, deep three. That's good. And I mean, that's way out by Jaden Stone. It's a 7-4 lead. Back to the way comes Central Park on the run. Layup, no. We got a whistle and a foul. So Price will pick up his first, team third. Free throw off the mark by Baruti. Free throw off the mark. Tipped out of bounds, and Southwest to get it back. Price went to the front court, lost it out of bounds. Three ball on the wing. That won't go by Price. Off the right side, Daniel will back it out. Price on the wing again. Top to Jerotich. That deflected out of bounds, and Southwest will keep it. Daniel off on the wing for Jerotich. And now cleared out by Central Park. Jalen Smith into the front court. Works right side, gets a screen. And we've got an illegal screen on Central Park's Jonathan Baruti. That's his first. And team first. That pass into the front court, tipped off the right side. And we got another whistle and a foul on Baruti. That'll be his second and team second. It's Tim Caesar to the free throw line. Free throw rattles in. Caesar will have one more coming. And that rattles around and off. So Jalen Smith into the front court. It's off on the right side now for Stone. Trying to get a step, goes left side, three, good. Triple by Jalen Smith. And it's a 10-5 lead for Central Park. And a timeout to Southwest. 3:43 to go in the first. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA tournament. So off it comes into the front court as Southwest out of the timeout. 12-footer by Daniel won't go. Rebound on the inside. We got a whistle and a foul. It'll be on Dimitri Rooney, his first, team third. So Tim Caesar to the free throw line here. That's the first. We'll have another one coming. Rattles off. So now back up with it comes Central Park. 10-6 they lead it. 3 ball on the right wing. That's no good. Rebound tipped out. And foul here on Jaden Stone. His first, team fourth on Central Park. Daniel working up against full court pressure. Launches it ahead for Caesar. That's not going to fall. And now back up with it come the Eagles. Out front for Smith. Jalen trying to work over on the left side now. Stone hands it off out front. As Josh Jackson tried to work and give a whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Southwest. I don't have a number 5 in my little roster here, so we'll leave it at that. Good pass underneath and the layup by Josh Jackson. Now a 12-6 lead. And that pass thrown out of bounds, and it will be Central Park basketball. So we got an illegal screen in the middle of the floor on Josh Jackson. That's his first, team fifth. Southwest will push it up. And Southwest is out of bounds on the far sideline. So Smith into the front court here, working right side. Hands it off to Stone. Stone working left side, gets a step, throws it up, no. And the rebound underneath. Back up with it is Caesar. Now Daniel works baseline. There's a little step off to the side and 3-point field goal by Gabul Price. 12-9, the lead now for Central Park. Free throw line, down the lane. That runner's no good. We got a whistle and a foul in the post on Central Park's Sekou Dembele. That's his first and team sixth. as Akul Mawson checks into the lineup. Here he comes for Daniel. Trying to push the ball up the floor, down the lane, and we got a whistle and a foul. And Shakur Daniel will head to the free throw line. So Josh Jackson picks up his second foul. Team 7th. First one is good. James Gormley into the lineup. So Daniel makes a pair. Now 12-11 the lead for Central Park. So back to the free throw line. It goes for Dembele. Comes back out top for Runyi. Jumper on the baseline. That won't go. And the rebound to Southwest. Daniel up into the front court. Down the lane. Lost it. Be deflected out of bounds. And it will stay with Southwest. We got a whistle and a foul underneath. So James Gormley picks up his first. The team 8th. There should be one in the bonus here. Mawson's free throw is good. And Cole will have one more coming. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. We're tied at 12. That's off the mark. Back up with it comes Central Park. Smith went baseline. Swing it back out front. Rooney on the wing. Kicks it back out. Stone for 3, and that won't go. So rebound underneath. Here comes Southwest. Price. Little crossover down the lane. Had that knocked away. Picked up along the baseline. That layup's no good. Rebound to Mawson. Had that blocked. And we got a whistle and a foul. Slot foul on Dimitri Rooney. That'll be his second. That'll be the team 9th. Free throw off the mark. So Mawson will have one more coming. Second free throw off the mark. And Southwest gets it back again. Pull-up jumper from 16 feet. That's good. And Shakur Daniel with the bucket. Makes it 14-12 Southwest. 1 second. And the runner at the buzzer won't go. We'll head to quarter number 2. 14-12 is the lead for Southwest. Take a break. Come back to the second quarter in a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament. So Dant secured the. So back off the bucket, 16-12 is the lead here. And we got a whistle and a foul down low. So Sekou Dembele, that'll be his second. Team 10th. Free throw rattles around and off. Ecole Mawson gets set to shoot. Should have been 2 shots. That one misses. Rebound underneath. Deflected back out. And now Central Park with it. 3 ball on the wing. That's way short. And back the other way comes Southwest. Daniel into the front court. On the wing for Price. That won't go. Central Park back up into the front court here. 7 minutes to go in the half. Stone's 16-footer is good. Jaden with the bucket. It's Daniel in the backcourt trying to get it up the floor. 16-14. Now down the lane, and the layup is good by Malik Kennedy, making it 18-14. Smith out front. Hands it off to Stone. Goes high post now to Dembele. Sekou, good, and the foul. So Sekou Dembele with the bucket. Foul will go on Malik Kennedy. That's his first and team 5th. And the free throw good. 18-17, the lead for Southwest. And he comes, now trying to work it up is Daniel. Trying to swing it up into the front court, that's picked off. Now in the middle of the paint to Stone, swings it back out front to Smith again. Trying to work left side, spins back into the middle. We have a whistle and offensive foul. So Jalen picks up his first. Daniel in the backcourt off to Price. Swings it up, that deflected and ends up going out of bounds. So it should stay Southwest basketball with 5:57 to go in the half. On the baseline, that shot blocked, picked up, that won't go. And back up with it comes Central Park. Smith into the front court. Underneath, nobody in the inside. We got a whistle, foul, and the bucket. So Jonathan Baruti with the possible three-point play here. So Tim Caesar will pick up his first. Be the 6th on Southwest. Free throw here is off the mark. Rebound deflected underneath. And we had a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. That will be on Josh Jackson. That's his third. And now free throws upcoming here with 5:32 to go in the half. 19-18 the lead for Central Park. Price hits the first. Another one coming. So 2019, the lead here for Southwest. 5:30 to go in the half. Smith into the front court. Lets it off on the wing to Stone. Trying to work there. Gets a step along the baseline. And ends up dribbling it out of bounds. And it will be Southwest basketball. Daniel double teamed in the backcourt. Swings it back around and out of bounds is Tim Caesar. So it will be Central Park basketball on the far side. It comes on the wing, back to the free throw line. And that won't go from Baruti. And the board on the inside to Tim Caesar. Southwest to push it back up. Daniel into the front court, off on the wing. Three ball from Price, and that's good. Gabriel Price with his second three of the game. 23-19 is the lead for Southwest. 4:30 to go in the half. Stone swings it far side. Now picked up, little fadeaway jumper from 10 feet. Won't go by Reunion. We have foul down low. Foul is on Nikola Jaratic. That will be his first. Team's seventh. And Jonathan Baruti to the free throw line here. So one in the bonus. Free throw rattles around and out. Out top it goes. Three ball is good. Triple for Jaden Stone, his second three of the game. 23-22 Southwest. Back the other way. Along the baseline and a two-hand dunk for Nikola Jaratic. Has got a step and just hammered it home. 25-22. Around front, Smith with it. Smith working left side. Trying to move along the baseline. Double clutch, missed the layup. Rebound back up, good in the foul. Jonathan Baruti with another bucket. So Nikola Jaratic with his second foul. And to the free throw line goes Jonathan Baruti. He is 2 of 6 from the line so far tonight. And misses that one. Daniel trying to push it up into the front court. Working left side. Back up top to Price. Down the lane, dishes it back out. Jaratic back to Price. He'll fire a three. Good again. Gabriel Price with his third three of the game. 28-24. Stone trying to work through a double team. Kicks it back out. That's Baruti. Now right side. That shot won't go for Sekou Dembele. Jaratic Out front to Daniel, and Southwest will reset. Daniel holds out front. Spins to the free throw line. Left side, Jeretich tried to work baseline. Nowhere to go. Now swings it back around. Daniel got cut off there. Daniel holds there. Back left side. Price down the lane. Forces that out. No. Now we have a whistle and a foul. That will go on Jonathan Baruti. It'll be his third. So free throw is good by Gabul Price. He'll have another one coming. One more free throw coming up here from Price. That rattles around and off. 29-24, down to 2:10 to go in their first half. Stone in the right wing. Kicks it across to Reunion. Now back right side. That's blocked. Now sails out of bounds. So it will be Central Park basketball. Down the lane, try to dump it off. That picked up by Price. Back the other way he comes. We got a reach-in foul on Dimitri Reunion. That's his third foul. There have been a boatload of fouls in this first half. I mean a boatload. I think we've got 14 on Central Park. As the free throw, good by Price. Have another one coming. Southwest has 8 of their own. That's 22 fouls in the first half. Free throw good by Price. 31-24, down to 1:40 to go in the half. And the post it goes. Dembele spins, fires. That won't go. Rebound tip, no. And then tip back out. Southwest will bring it up. So Daniel will back it up. Skip pass across. 3 ball. That won't go. And the rebound underneath to Central Park. Loose ball on the floor, picked up. Back to the way comes Southwest. 3 ball on the wing from Price. Good again. Gabriel Price with his 4th 3-point field goal of the half. 34-24. 3 on the other side won't go. And it will be Southwest basketball. Down to 45 seconds to go in the half. Daniel in the front court. Off to Price, backs up. Southwest comfortable with hanging on to the ball a little bit here. Daniel from the free throw line, and that's good. Shakur Daniel with another bucket. It's 36-24. Down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Out front with it. Smith down to 3 seconds. 2, 1. Jalen faded away at the buzzer. That's not going to go. And at the end of the first half, it's 36-24. Southwest with the lead. Well, as you queue up the highlights over there, we'll go ahead and go through the first half scoring totals. First off, for Central Park, Jalen Smith has 1 3-point field goal. Josh Jackson with 2 points. 8 points for Jaden Stone, including 2 3-point field goals. 3 points for Sekou Dembele, including 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 8 points for Jonathan Baruti. He is 2 of 7 from the free throw line. Central Park, 3 of 8 from three-point range. For Southwest, 8 points for Shakur Daniel, including 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Tim Caesar. He's 2 of 4 from the line. Simon Jovic with 2 points. Nikola Jeritic has 2 points. Malik Kennedy with 2 points. Akol Mausen with 1 point. He is 1 of 6 from the free throw line. 17 points for Gabriel Price, including 4 3-point field goals. He was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And at the half, it's 36-24, the lead for Southwest. As we get to the end of our first half of play here, still rolling through a couple more highlights out of this first half. Well, that was a long, drawn-out first half. A ton of fouls, a lot of free throws, a lot of stoppages in play. It just didn't really seem to have a lot of flow. End of the second quarter was a little bit better, but just for a lot of that first half, it just seemed like it was herky-jerky and not a whole lot to be said for flow in the offensive zone in either side of the floor. But still some nice plays in the first half. There's Stone's deep three-pointer toward the end of the half. Here's the two-hand dunk along the baseline by Jeritic. Still had a lot of highlights.
All right, we've got 2 finalists today. We'll do the other 2 tomorrow. We have 1 minute. As many as you can make in 1 minute.
All right, so we actually have a 3-point shootout. Yep. Let's watch this young lady.
Yep, we'll just go into that here in the half. The guys were last game, and the girls will do their 3-point shootout this game.
On your mark, get set, go. Providence shooters, come on down. That'll be Kristen. Flow down to the scoring table, please.
All right, we're about to get this second half underway.
So Central Park plays it in. 36-24, the lead here for Southwest. Good pass on the inside, and the layup by Sekou Dembele. Not deflected out of bounds. Now Southwest will get another shot out of here. Up it comes, down the lane, and a layup good by Gabul Price. Nice little ball fake, and then went straight to the rim. 38-26, three ball in the corner, no good. We got a whistle and a foul. As Nikola Jaratic with his third, team first this half. So to the free throw line goes Jaden Stone. First one is good. So because it's 3 free throws, we won't let the sub come in until after the second. So 38-28, and now Stone with another opportunity here. And that rattles around it out. So Southwest to play it up. This comes ahead. Now it goes out on the wing. Now Daniel to reset. And we got a whistle and a travel out front. So Jalen Smith will bring it up into the front court. Off on the wing for Reunion. So work back in between the circles, left it back out front to Stone. Trying to work down the left side, missed the layup. And the rebound to Daniel, and Shakur fouled in the backcourt. Sekou Dembele with his third, team first this half. So Dimitri Reunion with 3 fouls. Jonathan Baruti has 3. Sekou Dembele has 3. Josh Jackson has 3. We still have 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Price up the right side, kicks it off, and the layup good by Simone Jovic. 40-28 is the lead. Smith off the right side to Stone. Backs up, kicks it back out to Smith again. Down the lane, lost it, now taken away. Right there with it. Comes Malik Kennedy, and now Daniel into the front court. Baseline jumper by Jovic is off the mark. Central Park brings it up, 5:35 to go in the third. Deep 3 by Stone, rattles around it out. Rebound put back up and in underneath by Sekou Dembele. Pass ahead, down the lane, good pass. We got a whistle and a charging foul on Malik Kennedy, his second, team second. Smith up into the front court. Off on the wing. We got a whistle and another foul. So that foul on Jonathan Baruti. He'll pick up foul number 4. And the fouls have not slowed down a whole lot going into the second half. Deflected out of bounds, and Southwest will keep it. On the backcourt, Price with it, double team. That pass deflected, tracked down on the near side. And it will be Central Park basketball. Smith now up on the wing, a 40-30 lead here for Southwest. Off it comes to Reunion. Trying to work along that baseline. Now let's give it up to Jackson. Back to Reunion out front. Dimitri kicks it off along the baseline. Stone flips it back out to Smith. Jalen down the lane, lost it, and then it's kicked out of bounds. And it will stay with Central Park. Off to Stone, missed the layup, but he is fouled ahead of the free throw line. So Malik Kennedy, that's his third, and team third as well. So Stone to the free throw line. First one rattles around it in. And Jaden will have another one coming. (40-32) the lead now for Southwest. As Darren Johnson checks in for Central Park. Mickey Stojanov will check in for Southwest. Price in the backcourt. Back off to Stojanov. Daniel on the near side. Lifts it off for Jovic. Now underneath. That good, and the foul. So the bucket for Tim Caesar. So Dimitri Union with his fourth foul. Team third. Now 42-32. Out top Smith for three. That's off the mark. Rebound underneath to Southwest. Down the lane. Price all the way in and lays it in with the left hand. 44-32. Down to 3:10 to go. On the wing, Smith. Got a step, try to wrap around pass. That's deflected. And now back to the way comes Shakur Daniel. Price along the baseline, kicks it back out. Deep three is way off the mark. Rebound saved underneath by Jovic. And then a foul in the backcourt. As that will be on Tim Caesar, his second, and team fourth. Jaden Stone back in. So Malik Kennedy back in. And the runner in the paint won't go, but Stone will head to the free throw line here. So Tim Caesar will pick up his third foul. Team fifth. This one rattles around it in. Stone will have one more coming. And makes a pair. A whistle and a timeout. 44-34, the lead for Southwest. 2:41 to go in the third. We'll take a break, come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament. So Shakir Daniel up into the front court here. Trying to work left side. So off on the wing, we got a whistle on a traveling violation. Will be Central Park basketball. Smith hands it back out front. Good pass in the post, and we have a whistle and a traveling violation on Central Park. It will be Southwest basketball. And then it comes to Mousen. Now Price tries to work up against full court pressure, goes around Stone. Price down the lane and just finishes with the floater with the right hand. 46-34, under 2 minutes to go in the third. Stone hands it off to Jalen Smith. Smith trying to work that left wing. Swings it back around to Stone. Pulls up now, kicks it off the right side, down the lane, and that layup is good by Josh Jackson. 46-36. 1:20 left in the third. Price in the wing. Now down the lane. That runner won't go by Kennedy, but that put back up and in underneath. So Simone Jovic with the bucket. 48-36. That's erased by Jovic. And now thrown down into the backcourt as Johnson will track it down. In the post again. Sekou Dembele trying to work inside. Goes up and under, and that won't go. So now Daniel to bring it up into the front court. And we got a timeout to Southwest. 37 seconds to go in the third. 48-36 is the lead for Southwest. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA tournament. So Shakir Daniel bringing up in the front court here, down to 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Has to work left side. Nowhere to go. Flips it off over to Kennedy down the lane. That's deflected and saved off the back of the backboard. And it will be Southwest basketball with 11 seconds to go in the third. So Nikola Jerotic back into the free throw line. And back to the way it comes. That deflected out of bounds, and with 6.7 seconds left, Southwest will play it in. On the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Price for three at the buzzer, almost banked in, and that will do it for the end of three. 48-36 is the lead for Southwest. We'll come back with quarter number 4 in a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.
Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui. Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغييب الدنيا داير وزان.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир.
So out of the start to the fourth quarter, Akul Mawson with the bucket makes it now 50-36. Out front, Stone with it. Hands it off to Smith. Smith works back left side for Reunion. Smith again trying to circle around. Now fires in the baseline. That won't go. Got his own board back. Reunion for 3. That's no good. And we got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. Not sure who that foul was on. Akul Mawson, I guess, picked up his first foul. In the post, that shot goes over the backboard and out of play. As Simon Jovic picks up his second foul, and to the free throw line for 2 shots goes Sekou Dembele. So Dembele's free throw is good. And Sekou will have one more coming here. 50-37, 7:15 left. That free throw off the mark. And back up with it comes Southwest. Price into the front court. That pass deflected, knocked out of bounds, and Southwest will keep it. Comes on the baseline. Try to cycle back around. That's thrown into the backcourt. And an over and back violation will give it back to Central Park. Three ball on the wing by Jaden Stone is good. So Stone with the triple makes it 50-40 and a timeout to Southwest with 6:41 left. Take a break. Come back with more in moments. You're watching the NACA National Tournament. Out of the timeout, Southwest will bring it up. Out front with it is Gerotich, trying to go left side, gives it back up top to Price, and a reach-in foul on Jaden Stone. That'll be his second and team fourth. This should not be one in the bonus. That's only 4 team fouls on Central Park.
Uh-oh.
That should not. Unless I missed a ton of fouls somewhere, it would be one in the bonus for Central Park. It's only 4 team fouls on Central Park. And Price made a pair of free throws that I don't think he should have had. Well, I know he shouldn't have had. Underneath, that layup good in the foul. So the bucket by Sekou Dembele. And the foul will be on Simon Jovic. That's his third. That is the team 7th, or it might be 8th on Southwest. And I'm telling you, even right now, I only have 4 fouls on Central Park. 4 team fouls. So something somewhere got switched, I think. Free throw rattles around and in for Dembele, and it's 52-43. I mean, it could be I'm wrong, but I would have had to miss a ton of fouls somewhere. I'd missed 4 fouls somewhere. So out front, I was working with it there. We have a whistle and an illegal screen as Simon Jovic picks up his 4th foul. And we got a timeout to Central Park. 5:53 to go. 52-43 is the lead for Southwest. We'll take a break. Come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA. So Central Park will play it in. Down 52-43, under 6 minutes to go. Jalen Smith into the front court here. Off the right side, that's picked off. Now back the other way comes Daniel. Shakur leaves it off along the baseline. 3 ball there is no good. Deflects out of bounds, and it will be Central Park basketball. Smith up into the front court here. Working left side. And they'll give and go. Now in the post, and that won't go by Dembele. Baruti, and we have a whistle and a traveling violation. I give it back over to Southwest. Inbounds pass ahead, down the lane, and the two-hand dunk for Tim Caesar. Now 54-43. Back down the lane. That runner's no good, but a whistle and a foul on the inside. So Jabil Price with his second. Yeah, and I've got that foul count right because I went back and double checked the personal fouls too. So free throw rattles around it in for Dembele. He'll have another one coming. So 4:54 to go in the game. And we have a lane violation, which will wipe out the second one. 54-44, the lead for Southwest, under 5 minutes to go. Price into the front court, had it knocked away from behind out of bounds, and it will stay with Southwest. Baseline three ball, that won't go. I'm going to kick it back out. Daniel from 16 feet, and that's good. Shakur Daniel with the bucket. Now 56-44. Jalen Smith off the right side for Stone. He'll fire a three. That's off the mark. Track down. Back to the way comes Daniel into the front court. Now Shakur will reset here. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the game. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the inside. So Tim Caesar will pick up his fourth. That will be the team 10th, but since it's a player control foul, it's not free throws. Smith fade away along the baseline. That won't go. Rebound to Price. And that goes off the foot of a defender, and Southwest to get it back. When it comes, Kennedy backs it out. Down the lane, kicks it off baseline. Jumper there won't go. Back the other way comes Central Park down the lane. A whistle and a foul. That will be on Shakur Daniel. It's second. And Jaden Stone to the free throw line. That's off the mark. Oh, rattles around it off. So here comes Southwest Christian back into the front court. Pull-up jumper for 15 feet. That rattles around it in for Malik Kennedy. 58-44. Pass goes in the post here. And we got a whistle and a travel called on Sekou Dembele. Down to 3 minutes to go in the game, and the pass from Kennedy just goes straight out of bounds. Smith up into the front court here. Trying to work right side. Pulls up, fires to 15 feet. That won't go. Rebound in the corner to Stone. Tried to go underneath. That picked up by Daniel. And Shakur trying to work up into the front court. That's knocked away. And chased down in the backcourt by Jeritich. Price. Little wraparound pass to Daniel. That won't go. Rebound tipped out, and Central Park is out of bounds. So it will be Southwest basketball. So timeout Southwest, 2:31 left, 58-44. They lead it. We're back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA tournament. So out of the timeout, Southwest to play it in from the baseline here in the near side. So in it comes. Now out to the half court to Price. Price off on the wing. This is Jeritich into the lane. He turns it over. And down to 2 minutes to go. Central Park needs a lot of points in a short amount of time. Smith off the left side. Leaves it underneath to Dembele, who lays it up and in. And we got a timeout to Central Park. 58-46. It is a 30-second timeout. We're back here tomorrow morning at 9:30. No, we were just talking about this. 10 and a half hours from now, we start our next game.
And this is our 7th game today?
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. Close enough. Oh, my goodness. And I think it's boys Division III Consolation Championship.
Yep. Bright and early.
And then we have back-to-back girls Division II matchups.
And then what?
It's all championships after, I think, like 12:30 and on or whatever that is, are all championships. Down to 1:40 to go. In the front court comes Jeritich. Double team out there. Price, Jeritich, the pass underneath is picked off. We're under a minute and a half to go. And that's stolen in the front court by Price. And we got a whistle and a foul on Jalen Smith. That's his second. I have it as team 5th. Now, this is where you should get the question, why did they shoot one of the bonus free throws in the third quarter? because you would figure if they shot 1-and-1 bonus in the third quarter, he would do it now. But that's the right call, is that there are only 5 team fouls. So Daniel backs it out down the lane, and Sukor all the way in and lays it in. So at least I know I wasn't losing my mind. There are only 5 team fouls. Down to 55 seconds to go, 60-46, and not that really has mattered at all down the stretch here, because it hasn't. Smith off to the baseline. Jumper there is good. Jaden Stone hits that, and a timeout to Central Park. 60-48 with 45 seconds left.
Okay, let's see.
So we have
tomorrow, yes, the Division III.
Yeah, that's at 9:30.
And then we're going to have the championship game after, I believe, after the 2 Division II girls games.
Yeah, I think there's a Division II third place game or whatever. And then there's the Division II championship. I think once you get to that Division II girls championship, which is, 12:30 or something, I think every game from then on is a championship.
Okay.
Because you'd have, girls Division II, girls Division I, and 3 guys divisions. That's 5 championships, so that should be it.
And if you look here on the east side of the gym wall under the American flag, all of those banners, the blue and with red border banners.
Yeah, those are all the championship.
They're all the championship banners for the respective divisions. And I can assure you these teams would love to have their banner hanging in their gym. A little bit of frustrations pouring out on the floor right now.
So we got a little bit of talking here going on toward the end of this game. Did somebody call a timeout, or are they just
maybe an official timeout
getting this whole thing back together here? Did they call technical fouls? I'm not real sure what happened here. There could have been any number of things, because there were 2 or 3 things that happened there. Dembele was upset at the end of that jump ball. And then after that, Malik Kennedy started jawing a little bit, to which Dembele responded to. And hopefully we've got everything kind of reeled back in here, but apparently there's some technical fouls of which I have no idea who they called those on. But in any case,
we're going to pad Kennedy's stats a little bit.
I guess Malik Kennedy got called for a technical, which would be his 4th foul here. And a free throw off the mark by Dimitri Rooney. He'll have another free throw coming. And he misses a pair. So it will be Central Park basketball.
No offsetting technicals. Clock's running.
Down to the last 25 seconds or so. We had a whistle and a kickball. So off it comes on the baseline to Stone. 20 seconds left. And a spin. That shot no good. Down to 10 seconds left. And back up with it comes Southwest. And Price back off on the near side. 3 seconds. 2, 1. And that is going to do it. So the final 60-48 is the win for Southwest. They will meet Hamilton Heights for the championship tomorrow night, and their biggest wins of the year, Hamilton Heights is on that list, so that'll be a real interesting
So that's
game
going to be a
tomorrow.
great matchup. Another great matchup tomorrow, pardon me, is going to be the consolation game between Word of God and Central Park. That should be a great game.
Well, our final scoring totals here. First off, for Central Park, Jalen Smith with 1 3-pointer. Josh Jackson had 4 points. 14 points for Sekou Dembele and 4 of 5 free throws. 10 points for Jonathan Baruti. He's 2 of 7 from the free throw line. 19 points for Jaden Stone, including 3 3-point field goals. He's 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Central Park, 3 of 11 from three-point range. Or make that 4 of 12, excuse me, from three-point range. For Southwest, Ecole Mausen with 3 points. He was 1 of 6 in the free throw line. 4 for Malik Kennedy. 2 points for Nikola Jeratic. 6 for Simone Jovic. 8 points for Tim Caesar, including 2 of 5 from the free throw line. 12 points for Shakir Daniel, including 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 25 points for Gabul Price, including 4 3-point field goals. 7 of 8 from the free throw line is Gabul Price, and 4 of 10 from three-point range is Southwest. So Southwest will advance on to the championship game to take on Hamilton Heights. That will be tomorrow night, right back here on the NACA Sports Network. I'll wrap things up tonight. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Time, for our next game here. You've been watching the NACA National Championship Tournament.